It's all about fishing. It's all about hunting. It's all about the great outdoors. And it's all about outdoors with Captain Roy and Cheryl.
Good morning and welcome aboard. I'm Cheryl Little and we're at the Little Lodge today. Captain Roy is on safari with Representative Steve Sutherland and we're going to check in with him in just a little bit. Here's some pictures that I want to share with you. This is Brandon Barton over in the Pensacola area, and Brandon is fishing out of a PA-14 Hobie in the Pensacola area in the Gulf. He did have to brave some of the waves to get through, but check out the snapper and grouper that they got into. That's him and Chase that were out that day. Great pictures. Brandon is constantly posting awesome pictures of Gulf fishing over the Pensacola area, and I would love to get a day off and a hall pass and get over there and fish one day with Brandon. Also, we do want to remind you to get your cell phones ready because we're going to be giving away some Stand Stuff spices and also some DOA lures, so make sure you do get your telephones ready towards the end of the show. We've got some fishing. Captain Roy, he stays out on the water. I can't keep up with Captain Roy. He fishes more than anybody I know. But Captain Roy took out Johnson Gaines. And Johnson and his father Lee are out of the Cairo, Georgia area. And so let's go fishing with Johnson.
This is Nate with Mexico Beach Marina. Remember, we're a key dealer for Yamaha outboards as well as a 5-star certified service department. Dealer for Edgewater powerboats. Our marina store still offers all your latest tackle, live bait, bulk ice, ethanol-free fuel, and slip rentals. And our beach store has everything you need for your day at the beach with Guy Harvey, Salt Life, Sperry, Topsider, Hook and Tackle, Bimini Bay, and much more. You can check out our website at mexicobeachmarina.com. Check out our Facebook page. So come on down to beautiful Mexico Beach and come on in and say hi.
The Captain Anderson makes fishing a breeze. There's a galley on board and your comfortable trip is all-inclusive. Rod, reel, tackle, bait, and your fishing license. The traditional all-day trip from 7 to 5 p.m. Come aboard the Captain Anderson for a relaxing day of bottom fishing. There's plenty of room, so bring the whole family. It's a whopping big adventure, and that's no fishtail. The Captain Anderson is located at Captain Anderson's Marina, where the fish are always biting and the kids are always smiling. Please call for cruise schedules.
George Hardware, located on Highway 2301, first store on the right. We carry a complete line of FRM feed, chicken feed, goat feed, worm feed, horse feed, cattle feed, dog food, catfish food, floating or sinking. A complete line.
If you need a key made, we can make it. We also have a full line of plumbing supplies, water heaters, and water pumps. And don't forget, we also carry groceries.
And both locations carry ethanol-free gas.
Bayou George Hardware, located on Highway 2301, first store on the right.
Brooks Bait and Tackle. We're located at 6910 Highway 22 in Callaway. We've expanded our saltwater tackle, DOAs, gulps, trout trailers, Bomber King rigs. We've increased our Zoom selection. We have over 55 different brim poles to choose from. We have the biggest selection of H&H spinners in town. We have earthworms, red worms, green worms, and wigglers. We have live shrimp. We have ice by the scoop, by the bag, $1.25 a bag, 10-pound bag, $1.25 a bucket, or 25 cents a scoop. And most importantly, we offer non-ethanol gas. Brooks Bait and Tackle is your one-stop shop.
Beautiful sunrise this morning. All right, Johnson put on a big old smile. It's Johnson Gaines, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're from Cairo?
Yes, sir.
Cairo, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
And you brought your dad fishing this morning.
Yes, sir.
Lee?
Yes, sir.
Got you back there. And a lot of folks around here knows who I'm talking about, but he's a friend to Glenn Strange in the tree business. And people in Panama City remember the Stranges that were here. Glenn's dad was my boss man with Bell South, and they played baseball, Little League baseball here. So, and that's how I got acquainted here with Lee. And we're gonna try to find some fish. Now, let me tell you this, Johnson. I don't have but one rule on my boat. You don't hook the captain.
That's right.
Lee, you play ball. You're a big boy. I bet you play baseball.
Yes, sir.
Football.
Yes, sir.
You want to tell me your girlfriend's name?
Oh,
Huh? Let's don't embarrass him. Let's go fishing. They got the bottom, have you, Johnson? Yeah, look at that. Oh, where's the net? That's a good tryout. Wow. Hold him up. You got him. Hold him. Turn him toward me a little bit. Now get us a good picture of it. But let us put that size in a net, cause he'll come off. You'd be sick. A good trout. A good job there, Johnson. Put him in the net there, Johnson. All right. Pretty trout there. Pretty trout there. We almost got him up too high, didn't you? Almost lost that one off. Good job. You got another pretty trout there, Lee.
yeah.
Lee.
I think that
Beautiful.
may be a keeper
Yeah.
there.
Good trout. Looks like Lee got it. Boy, that's a pretty trout there.
that's
Swing him
a
right on up here a little bit closer. Yeah, that's a pretty trout there, Lee. That's a beauty. Right into the sun over there. I tell you, it's hard filming that way, so I have to kind of swing them around out of the sun to
Yes.
get a decent show. Besides that, I'm the world's worst cameraman anyway, because I try to fish and film, and that's kind of hard. You got one? You lost yours?
lost mine.
Johnson still got his coming right into the sun. Johnson, feel like a good fish?
Yes, sir.
You don't? Oh! Look at that. Almost lost that trout off, Johnson. Boy, you don't I get him around here away from the sun. Maybe I can get a picture of it.
Sir?
That's all right. We got him. Now that is what we call. I call them skipjacks. Some people call them ladyfish,
Right.
and I call them baby tarpon sometimes because they look a lot like a baby tarpon, and they pull about like one.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, nice, fun to catch. Put him in the net there and swing him around here. Pretty trout.
Daddy, I messed up my throat and I was reeling it in and hit it.
That was a pretty one there,
That's
Lee.
a good one right there.
And you missed one there too?
Yes, sir.
Get back
Good.
up, son.
Get back out there and catch him. Don't let him whip you. Believe you got a red on there this time. You hold your rod up there. Don't you try to get him to the boat too quick. He probably gonna run again.
Ooh, that's a big trout.
It's a
Easy,
big
son.
trout?
Easy, son. Right here.
That's a big fish. Ease your rod. And you got him
Golly,
in there.
Johnson.
How about that one? How about that one?
That's a keeper right there, son.
I mean a keeper.
Golly.
The golden work.
Oh, man.
You're going to take a picture with Johnson Fish.
Yes, sir.
He-
I'm going to take a
that's
picture.
That's a pretty one. Oh,
Come on.
come on there. Johnson, let me give you a little bit of education. When you get him about 12 feet in the boat, just stop reeling. Just pull your rod up like this, let him slide up. Don't put quite so much pressure on him. We'll get the next one in the boat. That's a nice trout. Oh yeah, that's a big trout.
We're going to keep him.
Swing him around here.
All right.
In that sun, it's about the hardest thing in the world. But I think I got a picture of him there, Lee.
All right.
Lee, he's fishing the Arkansas Glow, and Johnson fishing the Goldback Arkansas Jig Tail. And I believe he's caught the biggest fish.
He has.
I saw that rod bend there, Lee.
Oh, he kicked it out.
That was skipjack.
I thought that was a skipjack.
That was a skipjack. He's crippled your bug up, your jig up there too.
Yeah,
Got the tail off of it.
I'm gonna use it again.
Gonna use it again, he'll bite it. Well, you about up here now, see? Yeah. You hear him grunt now, that's the male trout.
Is it?
Male runs, they usually run a little bit smaller than the female. This should be a big old female there he was laying around there with. Try to catch him. Oh yeah, on the back of the boat again. Where's the net? Where is that net? Pretty fish, that's a pretty fish. Yeah. Swing him right on around here, away from the sun. There we go. No, this way.
Got that right there.
Yeah, that's a pretty fish there. You got it hooked in the side
I
there.
got
Swing
it.
it. That's why he looks so big. Hooked in the side there, Lee. Okay. All right, Lee, you catching fish now.
Well, takes me a little time.
Yeah. They hit that Arkansas glow again this morning. Hold him right there. Johnson, you call him the Johnson fish. I think that's a root beer with a gold glitter on him. But anyway, that's a good fish. Well, the captain caught one. Pretty nice trout. You did a good job netting it for me.
I got that one netted, didn't I?
Yeah. Had two on there, but Johnson lost his off. Yeah, that's nice trout. And you give
Lost him.
Sorry about that.
That's the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, the captain caught one. But there's still some out there. They kind of going into a lure, but it was while we catch one. Hey, that's a good trout there now if we can get him to the boat. Just a picky rod up, just easy rod up. Easy rod up there. Oh,
Got him. Golly,
that's the
Johnson.
biggest one yet.
That is.
Hey, back to the boat.
Hold it. Yeah,
He's got him hooked good too.
yeah.
Where's the back of the boat?
That's a good job there, Johnson. Are you having a big time?
Yes, sir.
That's what it's all about. Tell me that story again.
I was pulling my bait up in the air to throw it back out, and he jumped in the air and got my bait.
Got it in there, you sure did. That's a nice trout. Don't lose him.
I'm not gonna lose him.
I got just let him right there. I got a good picture, Johnson fish. Man, that's pretty.
That's two in a row right there.
We got doubles on here. Is this one you gonna quit on?
Yes, sir. This is the one we're gonna quit.
All right. Well, get that one up here. Let me get a picture of him. Just swing him around here. But
All right.
who got the biggest one?
I think I do. What do you think, Johnson?
Johnson, what do you think? What do you think, Johnson?
Tell the truth, son.
I do.
You got the biggest one, haven't you?
I had the whole day.
No, I had them too. Yeah, you caught the biggest one the whole day, I think.
You did.
Well, that's a good one to quit and go to the dock on.
That is. That's two good ones right there.
Okay.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
For everything you need on or off the water, visit the Panama City and St. Andrews Marinas. Both locations provide you with easy access boat slips, ramps, fuel, bait, and tackle. Come visit our ship stores and see our unique nautical gifts and clothing, or just relax with a cool drink and grab a snack while watching the boats come in.
Don't forget that Mariner on your shopping list. Come by and see our unique nautical gifts, cards, and clothing at the ship store at Panama City or St. Andrews Marina.
Panama City and St. Andrews Marinas, everything you remember and so much more.
Panama City Gastroenterology specializes in colon cancer screening, gastroesophageal reflux disease, all aspects liver disease, and we do conduct clinical trials. We provide care in timely fashion using our extensive experience and are mindful of healthcare costs.
Folks, if you're 50 years old and haven't had a colonoscopy in the last 5 years, you need to give Doc a call.
For the latest medical news, join us today on Facebook, Panama City Gastroenterology.
When you think of a successful hunting season, two things come to mind: Browning and C&G Sporting Goods. Browning is the best there is, and C&G Sporting Goods is your factory direct, full-line Browning dealer. C&G stocks Browning guns, camo, knives, scopes, gun safes, bows, and much more, including hunting and fishing license. Look over the new Browning BAR camo short frag and X-Bolt rifles. Why pay good money for anything less than a Browning? Browning and C&G, the best there is. Home of the experts.
Whether it's removing dangerous trees or planting new ones, Gulf Coast Tree Specialists can help you with all your tree care needs. Sometimes your tree problems are too big for you to handle. Even if it seems impossible to remove your tree, our licensed, bonded, and insured professionals can always find a way for a fair and reasonable price. We can also remove large and unusual items from your property. And our certified arborists can analyze root problems and evaluate structural issues. At Gulf Coast Tree Specialists, we would like to thank you for your continued support and service over the past 20 years and look forward to serving you in the future.
Awesome fishing, Johnson. Looks like you had a really good time. I'm sure you're going to be back down from Cairo, Georgia real soon to go fishing with Captain Roy again. Looks like y'all had a really good time. Hey, and speaking of Captain Roy, let's go check in with Captain Roy and Representative Steve Sutherland.
We're honored today to have a representative in Congress with us today, Steve Sutherland. Steve, thank you for taking time out of my busy schedule to be with us. Let me tell you, I've known this, I helped raise this fellow. I've known him all of his life. And as a matter of fact, we've been friends with the Sutherland family for many years. And folks, I know them as a Christian family. And Steve, again, thank you for taking time out to be able to program.
Well, Mr. Roy, I thank you for the opportunity. I know your watchers know you as Captain Roy, but you've been Mr. Roy for me my whole life, and our families have gone back for generations. So it's always great to be with you, and thank you for what you do to our community.
And folks, y'all might not realize how much Steve has done for recreational fishing in our area.
Well, look,
can you put your cap on?
I thank you for this cap. I am a fisherman. I tell you, growing up here, thank you for that. Growing up here, fishing is just part of our culture, and you know people that everybody's a recreational fisherman, but you also know people that are in the commercial fishing business and people that run the charter boats, and it's just part of who we are, our culture. And so when I got to Congress, serving on natural resources and serving as a member of the subcommittee that oversees fisheries just seemed like a great fit. And we're thrilled to be there to really fight for fishing and how important it is to our local economy. I know we've talked about how whether it's a bait and tackle shops or the boat manufacturers or the boat dealers, and not just the people that make their living catching fish, but fishing industry really touches so many parts of our economy. And I'm proud to be serving as a member of Congress on natural resources subcommittees through fisheries to really work to make sure that fishing is always a part of the culture of North and Northwest Florida.
You better stay that way too, Steve. You will.
Well, we look, and it is. You talked about our faith. You talked about our family. We were raised, obviously, as kids with understanding the importance of faith, but also understanding the importance of hard work. And in this part of the state, if you believe in hard work, nobody works harder than our fishermen. And it's a great way to spend time with your family. Our faith talks about the importance of family, and it's a great way to build those bonds between fathers and their children on the water. And so fishing is important to me.
How are you going to help us up there in Washington, D.C., Steve, when you get back up there?
Well, next year is an important year. The law that oversees all of our fisheries is called the Magnuson-Stevens Act. And that law is coming up for reauthorization next year. And so anytime a law comes up for reauthorization, what we do is go into that existing law to make sure that it's doing what what should be done to guarantee fishing for Americans going forward. So next year, as we get into the Magnuson-Stevens Act, we're going to look at the things that need to be changed, make sure that we have the flexibility necessary to adjust a law that may not be doing what it should be. So what I'm going to do is stay right where I am. So many people get on natural resources and maybe use it as a stepping stone to get to another committee, such as appropriations or ways and means. I'm going to stay right where we are. We love serving on natural resources. And so we're going to stay where we are to make sure that fishing continues to be a viable part of our community.
You know, see, one of the big things, especially with the head boats that's running here, and that brings a lot of economy into these areas, is, you know, to get the maximum amount of days that is possible for the red snapper season, for example, and not to take it down to, we've got lots of red snapper out there Saturday, you got beat up going out on Captain Anderson's boat, but we want not to deplete that, but still have enough days that people can make a living at the doing the business.
Well, one of the things, Captain Roy, that's important is that, you know, we've got to have good data that tells us exactly what the state of the fisheries are. I've been out 4 times this year. I saw a very healthy snapper fishery. Right. And so we want to make sure that we have the maximum number of days that we can afford, while at the same time the fishery is in good shape. And I will tell you, whether I was fishing 15 miles, 20 miles, or even 40, we were seeing healthy snapper fishery no matter what distance we were from shore. So we're going to continue to work hard to make sure that the proper data is collected and good, sound decisions are made, so the recreational fishermen, the head boats, as well as the commercial fishermen all have a bright future.
And you know, they're all interested in not depleting the species either. They want to take care of it, so they'll be out there for. And Steve, thank you.
Mr. Roy, we love you, love the whole Ray family, and what y'all mean to our personal family and to our whole community. Thank you.
I tell you what I like about Coram. I like the food, I like the price, I like the quality, I like the quantity of it. But what I like most about Coram Steak and Eggs is I like that friendly atmosphere that I always find when I'm down out there. It's owned and operated by Linda and Woodard Coram. They are the original, and they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and their breakfast out of this world. And my favorite is the world famous Coram Heavenly Hash. Coram Steak and Eggs, 804 South Tyndall Parkway.
Think you can't afford a new Kubota tractor? Think again. Kubota offers a powerhouse of engineering, reliability, and value that can't be matched. Right now, during our 40-year strong celebration, get a feature-loaded 2-wheel drive L3800F or M6040 Standard for 0 down and 0% APR for up to 60 months. Think again. Join the Kubota movement, 40 years strong.
See and save on all Kubota tractors and equipment at Sowell Tractor today.
Hi folks, I'm BJ with BJ's Marine. This has been a family-owned and operated business for over 20 years. We pride ourselves in the sales and service of Nissan and Tohatsu outboards. At BJ's, we have factory-trained and authorized technicians for Nissan and Tohatsu. We also repair most any make or model outboard. Call or come by BJ's Marine Service at 1317 Transmitter Road. And folks, we really do appreciate your business.
Very nice.
Hey.
Off he goes.
Leave him going.
What'd you catch them on, Chad?
That would be, I forgot.
Oh, I see how you are.
Let me see. Big old green ugly clouser.
On a fly rod.
There you are. Attacked. I tell you, he attacked that thing. Must be more out there.
There are.
This is no time to be quitting.
Look at that pretty blue tail. So good seeing Representative Steve Sutherland. He's such an avid fisherman, and hopefully we can see the snapper season open up for 2 weeks in September. That would mean such a big revenue for our local tackle shops, also our head boats and local captains in the area. Do get your cell phones ready because we're fixing to be giving a giveaway here in just a few minutes. We do want to remind you to enter our sweepstakes, and to enter our sweepstakes, what you want to do is email us at outdoors@captainroy.com. If you don't have a computer, you can call us at 850-722-9382. And all that information is also on our website, which is captainroy.com. And make sure you bookmark the website because Captain Roy keeps that updated with a local fishing forecast, what's biting, when they're biting, and what they're biting on. And so bookmark that. It's also got the peak fishing times and also a good weather report as far as the satellite and the weather conditions for the day. So bookmark captainroy.com. Anyway, what we want to do is give away some stuff right now. Some Stand Stuff Spices and some DOA lures. So what you want to do is call 850-625-3273 and the first caller will win. Well, we appreciate you guys watching the show today. Captain Roy will be back with us again next week. We'll probably be at the Bear Creek Lodge next week. So tune in at the same time. And remember to always try to be as good to him as he is to you. Have a great day. Outdoors with Captain Roy and Cheryl's heading to Dothan. You can now catch us on Fox 34 in Dothan, Alabama, Saturday morning at 6 o'clock.
It's time to wrap it up and go to the barn.